What if I told you that the stupid habits you barely even notice in your daily life are quietly revealing your real intelligence, and that it's not your grades or your job title, but these invisible quirks that expose far more about your brain power than any test or interview? Prepare to get uncomfortable, because we're diving deep into the shocking daily habits that show your true IQ. And by the end, you'll never look at yourself or others the same way again. If you're determined to outsmart your own bad habits, make sure to hit subscribe and smash the bell for weekly videos from the Growth Mindset Project. I promise you, this is just the beginning of your journey to a smarter, better you. Let's be real. Intelligence isn't about knowing all the answers, solving equations at lightning speed, or pulling in perfect scores. Real intelligence isn't loud, and it definitely isn't obvious. What actually matters are the little patterns, some so quiet you barely recognize them. Today, we're ripping the lid off the most common stupid habits that hold you back, and trust me, some might sting a little. Let's start with the habits so many people have and never question: binary thinking. Ever catch yourself seeing the world in all or nothing black and white terms? It's tempting. He's either a good person or a bad one. This plan works, or it's garbage. But truly, smart people don't think in absolutes. They realize the truth is often tangled up in the gray areas. Instead of picking a side immediately, they hold space for complexity, looking for answers in the messy middle. That ability to tolerate ambiguity, to entertain thoughts without instantly accepting or rejecting them, is a hallmark of high intelligence. If you're quick to take sides, your brain's taking a shortcut, not a victory lap. Here's another stupid habit that quietly shrinks your intelligence: not thinking about your thinking. It even has a name: metacognition. Let's be honest. When's the last time you stopped during an argument to ask yourself, wait, am I absolutely right? Or could my logic be flawed? If your answer is almost never, that's a red flag. Smart people are obsessed with being the watcher of their own thoughts. They question their own logic, challenge their own judgment, and constantly look for blind spots. When you never stop to examine your thoughts, you operate on autopilot. You might think you're steering the ship, but you're really just getting blown around by your own unexamined habits. Here's a habit that drives everyone nuts: arguing just to argue. We all know the person. The moment you share an opinion, they're instantly on the other side. Science has actually proven this. When someone challenges our core beliefs, the fear center of our brain lights up, like we're being physically attacked. So instead of listening, our ego gets defensive and we snap back, missing any real chance to learn. It's a stupid habit because it blocks out the possibility of turning disagreement into growth. Next time you feel yourself gearing up for a fight, just pause. Listening doesn't mean losing. In fact, it might be the smartest move you make all day. Don't forget that these little behaviors compound in powerful ways. Take short-term thinking, for example, the classic "I'll worry about it later" approach. Whether it's binging on junk food, burning the midnight oil on social media, or overspending just to feel good for a moment, every short-term choice is building your long-term reality. The smartest people out there exchange what they want right now for what they want most in the future. If you can't resist the cheap thrill, chances are you're robbing yourself of the chance to get much, much smarter over time. Are you enjoying this honest dive into the world of stupid habits? If you are, please like this video and leave a comment sharing which habits surprised or stung you the most. Let's keep this conversation rolling. Now let's talk about what happens when you refuse to listen. Listen up, because this is big. If you only listen so you can come up with a reply, you're missing the point. In fact, you're not really listening at all. Ultra-smart people don't care about dominating the conversation. They care about asking killer questions that unlock new answers. The habit of listening just to wait for your turn? That's a habit that will keep you stuck at the same level again and again. Another one: false confidence. Or worse, thinking you're smarter than you really are. You probably know someone who acts like an expert on everything, Meanwhile, they haven't done a fraction of the work to actually understand anything. This is called the Dunning-Kruger effect, and it's widespread because stupid habits are invisible. The truly intelligent know how much they don't know. The more you learn, the more aware you become of your own ignorance. If you're always certain, never questioning, and hate to admit you don't know something, you're locking yourself out of the path to true understanding. Let's expose another dangerous, stupid habit: low curiosity. The moment something seems hard or doesn't pay off right away, you tune out. But the smartest people don't lose interest just because things aren't immediately rewarding. They follow their curiosity, ask one more question, click one link deeper, or try something new without worrying whether it's easy or not. If you only seek easy answers, your intellectual world quietly shrinks day by day. Here's one that's everywhere, and it's a shortcut to stupidity: attacking people personally rather than their ideas. Especially online, where the moment someone disagrees, they get insulted instead of engaged. The habit of making it personal, of tearing down others when your ideas are challenged, is pure ego. Intelligent people let their ideas stand on their own. They don't destroy to win. They build value, even when others disagree. Ever find yourself agreeing with something just because everyone else does? This is classic bandwagon logic. It's easier to go with the crowd, less risk, less tension, less chance of sticking out. But if you never pause to form your own opinions, can you call them yours at all? The most intelligent individuals think deeply, reflect, and decide for themselves, even if that means standing alone. At the halfway point, if you want to keep challenging your own stupid habits, remember to like, subscribe, and drop a comment with your thoughts. You're building a powerful community just by being here. Let's get back to these invisible intelligence killers. Have you ever only Googled facts that confirm you're right? This is confirmation bias, and it's a stupid habit that keeps you stuck. Truly, smart people test and challenge their beliefs. They don't just cherry-pick the facts that fit. If all your proof comes from your own point of view, that's not learning. It's just reinforcing your blind spots. Now consider the habit of blindly trusting authority. Respecting expertise is one thing, but copying and parroting every word from a so-called expert without thinking for yourself? That's a short circuit for your brain. Intelligence is about evidence, not just deference. Ask why something is true, not just who said it. Here's another: connecting dots that don't really connect. Your mind loves patterns, but just because two things happen together doesn't mean one caused the other. If you constantly see causes where there are only coincidences, you'll miss the truth entirely. Smart people look for the facts, not just the stories in their head. Emotional reasoning is next. Just because something feels right doesn't mean it is right. If you let your jealousy or anxiety turn into truths about other people or the world, you're letting feelings become facts, and that's a habit that blinds you to reality. Use your emotions as data, not instructions. Possibly the most revealing stupid habit of all: refusing to admit you're wrong. Smart people aren't perfect. They just know how to grow from every mistake. If you can't let go of your pride long enough to see where you messed up, you'll repeat the same errors forever. Intelligence is about rewiring your brain with every misstep, not defending yourself with every ounce of energy. If you're still here, I know you care about turning your stupid habits into superpowers. Don't stop now. Click another video from the Growth Mindset Project and hit that bell for even more insights. Challenge what you think you know. You might be smarter than you ever imagined. See you in the next one.